Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Broadcaster Late Night Show. This is the show we've all been waiting for. We've been waiting, and now it's finally here. I'm your boy Tony from Cali. For the people that don't know who I am and where I'm from, I'm from Cali, of course. Lived in Vegas for a short period of time in my life. Actually, kind of a long period of time in my life, and now I'm back in Cali. But Tony from Cali, that's my stage name for people that want to know who I am. And I'm just happy to be here. Happy to be here at the show. Happy to just see everybody and just take it to that next level. We are going to be having other guests on our show later on. Today we got a special guest, and we're going to talk about that special guest in a little bit. But right now, I'm going to give you guys a little background on myself. I'm Tony from Cali. I've been, like I said, in Vegas for kind of a long length of time, and that's why the name Tony from Cali. Tony from Cali, because I was in Vegas. So I was in Vegas for like 18 years, basically, and that's a big part of my life, And before that, I lived in Sacramento, just like our guest that we're going to be bringing on the show. But I lived in Sacramento for a long time, and had a good time. But Vegas is kind of my home, to be honest with you. We're going to be going back to Vegas too pretty soon, so we're just keeping it real. We're going to be going back to Vegas, and I just want you guys to look forward to some of the videos and things that's going to be happening later on. We are once again putting together. This is the Broadcaster Late Night Show. So we're going to be telling you about things throughout the night. We'll be telling you about some of the things that's in my past and in the past of other people. We are going to have other guests on the show. We may start bringing people in through Skype and through other avenues and stuff. But this is the Late Night Show. The Late Night Show, we talk about things. Mainly, we're going to talk about a lot of technology. I want to talk about technology because there's not too many late night shows that talk about technology. You got a lot of celebrities and things like that. I'm not a celebrity, but you got a lot of celebrity interviews and things like that, and those are very interesting. I watch a lot of those shows all the time. But we are going to be talking about specifically a lot of technology. I've always been involved and fascinated with television production. I've always been fascinated with all type of television production, whether it's special effects, movies, music videos, commercials. I've always been fascinated with that. So I'm going to kind of give you guys maybe a little overview, a little breakdown on how that all takes place. We have all type of technology nowadays. Basically, I'll just kind of go back to. We want to go back to like the 1980s. Okay, that's where I kind of started with my video production. And at the time, there was not a lot of major editing systems out there, I should say. And when it came to video, you had VHS, of course, VHS, and you had Beta, and then you had your old tape mechanisms, and we're going to talk about that in some of our future episodes. But I started off back in the 80s where it wasn't a lot of technology, and the one thing that fascinated me was the Commodore Amiga computer. The Commodore Amiga had the technology to integrate with different type of cards, and there was one card that was very exciting to me, and that card was called the Video Toaster. Okay, the Video Toaster card that went inside the Commodore Amiga. You had to put it in a 2000 or 2500. You couldn't put it in a 1000. You couldn't put it in a Commodore 64 or anything like that. There was no way of doing it at the time, I don't think. But you had to have like a Commodore 2000 or a Commodore 2500 or 3000 or 4000, which later on, which was like the major switch to everything. But that's where that toaster card went in, and it allowed you to bring in cameras. You could bring in, I think, up to 4 cameras, and you could basically switch between the cameras. It was basically a switcher. It was a switcher, and it had animation software. I think it was Lightwave. Lightwave was the animation software, so you could do some 3D animation, Lightwave type stuff. You could do lower thirds. You could do graphics. It was awesome. So that was kind of the beginning stages for me, and that came out in the 80s, and it was an expensive system, to be honest with you. It was kind of expensive, but I ended up getting one later on. I don't think I got mine until the 90s, but I ended up getting one, and it was very, very popular, and I enjoyed it. And then I went from there into different cameras and that type of thing. I always had cameras. I've always had cameras. I've had cameras from the 70s basically. So I had all type of video cameras, and I was always fascinated with television, and I always want to have my own television show. So that's what this is right now. We're able to give you a live television show, broadcast show, and bring it to you live. Unlike the Johnny Carson show, I've always been fascinated with Johnny Carson and a lot of the other late night talk hosts, you know, having their own show. But now you can have your own show at home. This is the beauty. You can have your own show at home. So I'm basically in a small area, small room, and I basically 10 by 10, probably 10 by, I don't know, 10 by 15 or whatever, small room. And I put together this studio. So hope you enjoy this. This is the Brocaster Studio. And Brocaster, the name Brocaster Studio or Brocaster Late Night Talk Show, whatever you want to call it. The Brocaster is is my technology that I've kind of put together. Instead of being a broadcaster, which I've always wanted to be, but I decided, hey, I'm not going to be a broadcaster because I don't have all that high-end equipment. So I'm going to be a broadcaster. A broadcaster is somebody that just uses whatever they have to make it happen. So I'm putting together this entire show on a budget using the little cameras I got. We're shooting on GoPro, we're shooting on DJI, we're shooting on a little mirrorless camera. We're shooting on different cameras just to test this all out. And, you know, I'm just on a budget. So you can use your phone. I started off doing a lot of my videos on my phone. So you could use a cell phone, an LG cell phone, or whatever kind of phone you have. It doesn't have to be an iPhone. People think you have to have an iPhone. You do not have to have an iPhone. Remember that. You do not have to have an iPhone. So, once again, this is just a test. We're testing everything all out. This is the Brocaster Late Night Show. This is not a test. This is the Brocaster Late Night Show. And we are live. Bring it to you live. We told you we're going to bring it to you on the 23rd, but we're going to bring it to you on the 22nd. But we decided to bring it to you on the 23rd, and here we are. Now, we are going to have a guest on our show. And our guest is a man that everybody knows, a lot of people know. And this guy is a fantastic guy. His name is, you guys are not going to believe this. Are you ready? Sounds a little bit like my name. I want you guys to welcome our new guest, Tony from Cali. Yeah. How y'all doing out there? You know what I'm saying? Your boy Tony from Cali. Yeah. That's who I am. Tony from Cali. How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome. We are very happy to have you here, and we just like to tell you that, you know, you've been a big influence in my life, you know, because like I said, I've been in television production for a long time, and or tried to be in television production for a long time. So you've been a big influence in our life, and we just want to welcome you to the Brocaster Show. This is the Brocaster Show, and you just tell me a couple things about you. You tell us a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit, you know, what do you like to do? I'm Tony McDo. I'm the real McCoy. Tony McDo, the real Tony McDo. You know what I'm saying? From Sacramento, from Sacktown. Yeah. And yeah, thank you for being on the show. Thank you for allowing me to be on your show, Tony from Cali. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, man. I just want to say, you know, I've been wanting to be on a show like this for a long time, because I've been, you know, in television just like yourself. But of course, I started before you. I started way back in the 80s. Well, you started back in the 80s too. So we got some things in common, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to tell you, you know, thank you for allowing me to be on your show. So what made you want to become a broadcaster? Just looking at TV, watching television shows and stuff, and just kind of being curious on how the shows was produced and how they put those special effects in the movies. Star Trek. You know, Star Trek was one of my big shows and stuff back in the day. And I love Star Trek. I love sci-fi movies and stuff like that. And, you know, spaceships flying in the air, things that, you know, we don't have today. So I was like always trying to figure that stuff out. You know, Ultraman was one of my Ultraman. I used to watch that as a kid, Ultraman. And of course the cartoon Speed Racer and things like that. You know, of course the animation and cartoons and things like that. But I was always fascinated on how television was made. So I got into it right in the 80s, right around the 80s, you know. Actually 78 was when I first got like my first couple cameras. I got a couple color cameras and started experimenting with video, and wasn't able to do a whole lot with it at that time because didn't have a computer and didn't have all the special effects. And then it wasn't until late 80s, I think it was like 1980, maybe like 1988, somewhere around there, when I got the Amiga, the Commodore Amiga, and that's when I started kind of really getting into it a little bit more, you know, with the special effects. And then of course the Videonics MX1, I think it was the Videonics MX1. That was one of the mixers that I got, switchers that I got. They allowed me to do special effects, chroma key. With the Amiga, I did what they call luminance keying, and that's basically just like chroma keying, but you're using black, or either a black background or a white background, and you're taking out those colors and stuff. And that was kind of how I started off, and then I moved on into chroma keying later on with blue screen. I got like blue paper, start rolling it out, and then, you know, my stepkids, I basically had them, you know, they were the talent. They were the talent for my show. I had them singing and dancing around, and I used to use the kids to kind of practice, you know, with my luminance keying. I was using luminance keying on the Amiga. I think it was chroma key too. Might have been chroma key and luminance key. Can't remember. But that's how I kind of really started. And then later on, I started doing like the nightclubs and stuff. So I had a couple special effects units. I had a Sony special effects unit. I can't remember the model number of it, but it allowed me to do like posterization, and allowed me to do different type of special effects live, and that was the thing. And I wanted to be able to do it live, and then be able to put it on tape, and then give the tapes to my customers. So I did that. I used to set up at Rancho Arroyo back in the day, and I didn't do that for a long period of time, but it was pretty cool to experiment with that. And I didn't really make a whole lot of money, you know, doing that or anything, but that was kind of like, you know, the trend. Everybody was into dancing and things like that, so I was like, you know what, we're going to do dance videos. So I basically set up dance videos at the nightclub, and you could get a tape, a VHS tape, take it home, show your family, show your friends, or whoever you want to show. It was like $10. So I think I had a $6 special one night. I had a $6 special, I remember that. And after that, I just kept on continuing to use, I got into more computers. I think the computers started to take over, and they allowed me to do more special effects. And PCs, I went from the toaster to basically the PCs, and then, you know, everything became non-linear, which made things a little easier, where you could put all your video into the computer, and then you could chop it up and you could manipulate it, put lower thirds graphics and whatever. So it became easier. I started using Adobe Premiere back in around 95. Around 95, I used Adobe Premiere 1, the first version of Adobe Premiere, not the older, not the CS3 that everybody uses now, CS4, whatever it is. It was the first version of Adobe Premiere and Adobe Photoshop. I started using those back in 1995, and I worked for a company called Computer Warehouse. So I had access to a lot of software and things like that, and then I ended up working for Fry's Electronics, the largest electronics store in the world, where your Best Buys is guaranteed their fries. Yeah, I started working there, and it allowed me to, how should I say, just do my thing, you know. And after I got into software, I found out that software was like the main thing that we needed, you know, to like really get started, you know, and to just really take off. So software was a big thing for me. And let's see what else I was gonna say. Yeah, I just took off and continued to do that for a number of years. And then when I moved to Vegas, I ended up moving to Vegas, and I started doing little production stuff. We started doing like the newsrooms and stuff, you know. I forgot what I called it. Old School TV. I had a program called Old School TV. And then after Old School TV, I had a lot of different names. My first name, by the way, was Magdu and Crew. Magdu and Crew Video Production. Yeah, Magdu and Crew Video Production. That brings back a lot of memories. And so you're telling me you started off, your first company was Magdu and Crew, right? Magdu and Crew. Why did you come up with that name? I came up with that name. Yeah, thank you for asking me. That name was given to me. It just kind of happened. I was actually bringing in equipment at Rancho Roy at the time. I was carrying all this equipment in, and a lot of guys wanted to get into the club for free. And at the time, it was like a recreational center, and then later on, at night it turned into a nightclub. But these guys wanted to get in, and they were friends of mine and whatever. And they said, "Man, I'll help you carry some of your equipment, man. Help you carry your gear, your tripods, and whatever." And I was like, all right, cool," because I needed some help. And they helped me carry my equipment in. And the guy at the door, he was asked. He said, "Well, who are these other guys? And we know you're Tony McDo, but who are these other guys?" I said, "Well, these are my crew. It's McDo and crew, McDo and crew, McDo and crew, McDo and crew." So that name just stuck with me. So we started with that name. Now I think that was my first official video name, if you want to call it, for my production, McDo and crew. I still like it to this very day. It sounds good. I don't have a crew anymore now, so I'm a one-man band. I'm doing everything myself. I'm producing my own shows and doing things, and I'm a one-man band. But thanks to you, Tony from Cali, we can really put some things together, and that's what I like about, you putting your show together, the broadcaster show. You call it the broadcaster show. I call my stuff the broadcaster too. We're both the same, basically. So the broadcaster show just shows that, hey, you can do whatever you want to do out there. You don't need to have a whole complete crew, a bunch of guys, a bunch of equipment. You can use your cell phone nowadays. You can use your cell phone, throw it in your computer. You can actually edit on your cell phone. My sister was editing on her cell phone a couple days ago. So you can edit on your cell phone, okay? And she can do it. Anybody can do it. She's not even an editor. She's not even into the technology. So she's editing pictures and stuff like that on her cell phone. I think she edited some video a couple days ago too. She edited some basic video. So you can edit on your cell phone now. So there's no excuse to be a broadcaster. And I say that to you, Tony, 'cause that's why you're a broadcaster. You started off doing this back in the day with color cameras, the old color cameras with the old VCRs you had to hook up. I know. And then then you later on got into camcorders, and then you went from camcorders to ENG cameras, which is electronic news gathering cameras. For people who don't know what that is, electronic news gathering, electronic news, ENG. So then when you get into the news cameras, the television cameras, the broadcast cameras, you got into that. You started collecting them. I know a lot about you, Tony from Cali. Because I'm Tony McDo. And Tony McDo and Tony from Cali is one and the same. This is what we do. We put together stuff. And, we got the Broadcaster Museum coming up right now. Broadcaster Museum is coming out. Can't wait for that to happen. That's going to be pretty incredible. Broadcaster Museum it consists of old cameras before my time. I'm talking about cameras. The oldest camera we have in the collection right now is from 1885. Okay, everybody. Okay, studio audience, everybody. 1885. What do you think about that? Yeah, that's what I thought. What do you think about that, Tony? 1885. Okay. Yeah, that's what's up. So we got cameras in the Broadcaster Museum that we put together. We got ENG, we got film cameras, we got 8mm, we got 16mm, we got all kind of different cameras. We got Kodak cameras. Kodak, what's the last camera? I got the Kodak MVS, the Kodak modular system. That was weird. That's an 8mm video camera, dockable. It comes apart from the VCR. The VCR attaches to it. Remember that? Yeah, we got that. We got all kind of weird cameras. Hitachi, Zenith, Magnavox. I can go on and on. RCA. The Broadcaster Museum is incredible, folks. I'm telling you. I can't wait. I know you can't wait to check it out. The Broadcaster Museum. So right now, the one-man band, Tony from Cali. Thank you for allowing me to be on your show, bro. I know I didn't want to take up too much of your time, but I want to tell you thank you for being here, man. We're going to talk more about the cameras. We're going to show more cameras and stuff in some of your next episodes. This is the premiere episode. Nice. Thank you for letting me be on the first episode of the pilot show. I'm happy everybody out there. I'm happy to be on the show, and I'm just doing my thing. Once again, I'm Tony McDo and Tony from Cali, and we just put all this together with, like I said, the Broadcaster Late Night Show. Thank you, Tony. Nice. Thank you so much, Tony. Thank you so much. That's what's up. That's what's up. And remember, one of the things I want to say before I go, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell everybody this. I'm gonna tell you too. Don't hate. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Donate. $ Tony McDo. You know what I'm saying? $ Tony McDo. I'm Tony McDo. That's Tony from Cali. I'm Tony McDo. This is Tony from Cali. I'm Tony McDo. This is Tony from Cali. And remember, don't hate, don't wait, donate. $ Tony McDo. Go to your Cash App. Anybody got Cash App out there? I know you guys got Cash App, okay? Everybody should have Cash App. Because we on a budget. We're trying to do this thing. We're trying to show other people how to do what we're doing. So if you like what we're doing and you want to help out in our production, we try to get some more lights and cameras and whatever we need, and we can help you, show you how to do this type of thing. Please donate, okay? And also share the video, whatever. Subscribe. We tell everybody to do that on our YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe and give us some likes. Help us out. We're just trying to make it like everybody else. We're trying to survive. So, but once again, don't hate, don't wait, donate. Go to your Cash App, $ Tony McDo. I don't care if it was $1. Somebody sent me $1 the other day. Then they took it back. I don't know what happened, but it might have been a mistake. They sent $1. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. They sent $1 to me. I said, okay, thank you. And then it said canceled. I don't know. But whatever you want to send, $1, $10, $20, whatever, $100, Don't hate, don't wait, don't procrastinate, donate. Am I right, Tony? How you say it? Say the slogan, you know it. And don't hate, don't wait, don't procrastinate, donate. Go to the Cash App, $ Tony McDo. Go to the Cash App, $ Tony McDo. That's how we do it, because I love you. Tony McDo, because I love you. That's what's up. Once again, don't hate, don't wait, donate. $ Tony McDo, because I love you. We love you. Tony from Cali and Tony McDo, we love you. And we out. Thank you for having me on the show, bro. So Tony, you know what? It was really nice having you on our show. And we just want to say thank you for being, this is our pilot show. And the first time we just wanted to launch it, put it out there. And we want to thank you for being on our show, because we need that. We need people to kind of let us know what's going on out there. And, thank you, man, for being on our show, man. And once again, don't hate, don't wait, don't procrastinate. Donate. $ Tony McDo, okay? Go to your Cash App. Go to your Cash App. Your Cash App. $ Tony McDo, because we know you need the help. We know you need the help to do what you need to do. That's what it takes. It takes a lot of time to do this type of stuff. So thank you for being on our show. Thank you for being on the Broadcaster Show. This is the premiere episode, and we'd like to have you back one of these days, and we'd like to thank you for everything that you've done in the broadcast industry, I should say. Thank you so much, Tony. Thank you. Everybody give a big hand shake to Tony McDo for being on our show. Give a big hand to Tony McDo. And we out. And that's going to conclude our show tonight, folks. Thank you for being on our show. It wasn't very long, but we wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of what the Broadcaster Show is about. Normally, like I said, it's technology. We're going to show some more technology tonight, but I think we're going to say that for the next episode. So don't forget to tune in to the Broadcaster Show, and we'll be showing you guys technology and much, much more. So once again, don't hate, don't wait, don't procrastinate, donate. Go to your Cash App and go to $ Tony McDo, because we love you. And we out.